Do you think you've missed out on the planting season? Well, no, you haven't, because the summer can be the very best time for planting and sowing certain seeds and plants. You just need to know which ones they are. And for you, not you because you're lazy, for you, I've got 7 fantastic plants that you can either sow or plant right now in your garden today. Birds. First on the list are the exceptional cosmos. It is a native to Africa and believed to be one of the easiest plants to grow from seed, so you must consider this. In fact, so easy is it, you can sow it and expect this plant to be in flower between 4 and 6 weeks. You need a nice, well-drained soil. You need a sunny spot. You just need to sow it quite shallowly, somewhere between 3 and 6 millimeters. In fact, if you prepare your soil by raking it over, apply your seeds, then rake it back over and water in it, really, that is the job done. And once they have established, they are surprisingly drought tolerant, which is a fantastic news for the UK, and also a very good plant for attracting beneficial pollinators such as your native bees. Next on the list are your wonderful marigolds, and you do have quite a large range to choose from. Native to the Americas, are actually probably the most popular plant grown in the Indian continent. Pick yourself a sunny or semi-shady position. Again, make sure it's free draining. Again, you finely sow near the surface. You can get away with just sowing it on the surface so long as you can maintain a consistently moist soil. Other than that, 3 millimeters, possibly 6 millimeters deep. Water it in, let it establish. Again, these will germinate very, very quickly and will be flowering in no time. In order to maintain a continuous supply of blooms throughout the year, deadhead your spent blooms. Native to the Andean mountain range of South America are your Nasturtiums, a fantastic plant. In particular, I do particularly like the Nasturtium Empress of India. That is indeed my favorite plant. Very, very easy to grow plant. This is approximately half an inch deep, possibly to an inch deep, in a really sunny, quite dry soils. They are really quite drought tolerant once they get going. The flowers are edible. There is one beginner tip. Do not feed these too much. If you feed them too much, they tend to push all their energy into producing more leaf rather than more flowers. So, nutrient poor, very hot, quite dry, half an inch deep, such an easy plant to grow. You don't have to plant it directly into the ground. You can also plant it directly into your hanging baskets and have it trailing down, or in an ornamental container. An excellent plant. I thoroughly recommend it. Suggestion number 4 are your wonderful sunflowers, a native again to the Americas. Now, these do not like having their roots disturbed, so they always perform best if you can plant them directly into their final position. You need to make sure that the threat of late frosts have passed, as they have done here, and plant them about an inch and a half deep, because you don't want mice scurrying along and eating them afterwards. Plant them where they have some support, and really, it's your job done. And this is absolutely fine for any of your sunflowers. But if you want to grow enormous giant sunflowers, you would have had to have started these plants earlier on in the year under protection. but we're not worried about that. We want to keep it simple. And let's be honest with you, sunflowers are absolutely outstanding. I love them. Now, if you don't want to be bothering with the faff of sowing seeds, well, don't worry, because these next few suggestions are all going to be about established potted plants that you can put in your garden. The first one we're going to talk about is a fantastic Verbena Bonariensis, which is a native to the tropical regions of South America. Despite their tropical origins, these are surprisingly easy to grow and will in fact naturalise in the UK by producing their own seed and growing new plants from its seed. The thing I like about these things is that they make a fantastic back of the border with their height and structure, really lovely architectural look, and a fantastic pollinating plant for pollinating, nectar producing for the bees and the pollinating insects. In order to perform at its best, you need to plant your Verbena Bonariensis in a position of full sun. Really, to get the best blooms on it, you need to provide this plant at least 6 hours of direct sunshine, our kid, every single day. And what's more, once established, this plant has proven itself to be extremely drought tolerant. Again, ideal for our English long hot summers when we have hosepipe bans and droughts. At number 6, we have a native from both Europe and Asia, and these are your Dianthus, commonly known as pinks, and are a particular favourite for both their blooms and their intoxicating perfume. Plant them in the ground, plant them in containers, and if you are a little bit fancy, plant them in your alpine rock garden. Just make sure that they have full sun and a well-drained soil. Waterlogged conditions, excessively wet conditions can cause these roots to rot, which means again that these plants are particularly good at being drought tolerant. And now we're on to number 7. Which are your Rudbeckias. Now, not all my favourite. My particular favourite is Rudbeckia hirta. That's a fantastic thing. These are heat tolerant. Plant them in full sun and they'll provide you a fantastic display of long-lasting blooms that gives you plenty of colour at the end of the summer. They like it to be free draining. They like it to be full sun. As I said, they are in fact related to your sunflowers from the Americas. The only thing is you need to keep that soil moist for the first couple of weeks while that root ball starts to establish. After that, they can be quite drought tolerant. So there you go. 7 fantastic plants you can plant now that absolutely love this hot, warm weather and will romp away really quickly, giving you a summer absolutely full of blooms. But that's only 7. And depending on where you are, you're going to have other recommendations. And if you do, put that into the comment section. We would generally love to hear from you, and hopefully we'll get some absolutely fantastic suggestions and plant species put in there. And also tell us whereabouts in the world you are from. Thank you for watching. But before I go, just check out this video here. This I think you might find interesting.